Hello everyone. Today, continuing with the CAD CAM series, we will be starting our new unit, that is Unit 2, which is geometrical transformation, or we can say geometric transformation. So let's begin. So in this particular unit, we will be dealing with what is geometrical transformation, what are its types, that is what is translation transformation, what is scaling transformation, what is rotation transformation, what is reflection transformation, what is shear transformation, and then based on all these transformation we'll be developing the transformation matrix for all types with examples. In this particular lecture I will be concentrating myself to translation transformation, though we will be having an exposure to all kinds of transformations, that all kinds of geometrical transformations. So let's begin. First of all, what is geometric transformation? Geometric transformation, it is a systematic technique by which any geometric entity or drawing can be manipulated or modified using transformation subroutines. What does it mean? It means that geometric transformation is used to generate different views of models for visualization and drafting purposes. It means that with the help of geometrical transformation, or we can say geometric transformation, we can have different kind of views, different kinds of you can say drafts, visualizations, that means scaling, translation, etc., that we can see with the help of some animations. Types of geometric transformation. There are basically 5 types of transformations: translation, scaling, rotation, reflection, and shear. So let's see how this actually mean. First is, let's first visualize all transformations. First is translation transformation. As you can see, this particular face is there. In translation transformation, there is a linear motion in x, y, and z direction. Say for example, suppose this is x-axis. So in translation transformation, our entity or our body moves in certain fixed directions, and that is termed as translation. Say if we say that it is moving in x direction, so we can say that it has a translation in x direction. Similarly, if say this is y direction and it is translating, we will say that a body is translating in y direction, and it all depends on the coordinates. And similarly, we go for its matrix that we will be studying in the subsequent sections. Then scaling transformation. By the name it is very clear. Scaling transformation means it is the compression or enlargement of any particular entity. As you can see in this particular figure, by the exposure it can be made very clear that what exactly the word scaling means. And scaling always doesn't mean that only the enlargement, even the reduction in size is termed as scaling. So any value less than 1 will give you the compressed value of this scaling transformation, whereas more than 1 it will give the magnification factor, which will enlarge any body. So this is the second kind of transformation, that is scaling. We will be discussing all these transformations, say translation transformation, scaling transformation, etc., one by one. Next is rotation transformation. Again, by the name it is clear. Rotation transformation is when you have the rotational motion movement that we want to see, that comes under rotation transformation. Suppose we have different bodies and we want to rotate it in clockwise or anti-clockwise in any particular angle, that can be done using rotation transformation. As you can see in this particular figure, we have made a rotation exposure to different objects. This comes under rotation transformation. Next is reflection transformation. Again, by the name it is clear. Reflection transformation is, suppose we have a y-axis and we have any object and we are reflecting it about y-axis. So what it do is it flips the x-axis. So, and similarly, when you have say a mirror or any axis about which we want to see the reflection, say x-axis, suppose this is a body, and if it is reflecting about x-axis, it will flip the coordinates of y-axis. So this kind of transformation comes under reflection transformation which goes in x and y direction separately. Then last is the shear transformation. As when we apply the force on the surface of any body, it shears. So the change or the deflection or the deformation in body is termed with the transformation known as shear transformation. As in the figure you can see that the original position P is been sheared to P dash. So this kind of transformation is known as shear transformation. Hope you got the exposure to all 5 kinds of transformation. So let's study in deep about each one by one, and in this particular section or in this particular lecture I will be constraining myself to translation transformation. Now let's start with translation transformation. So let's begin. Translation transformation. Any graphical entity can be translated or moved in x or y direction by using translation transformation. This x and y I have specifically mentioned because we are studying 2-dimensional geometrical transformation. When it comes to 3 dimension, we can say that any graphical entity can be translated or moved in x, y or z direction by using translation transformation. What does it mean? Suppose we have xy axes and we have any body having center at A with coordinates xy. That is, we have xy axis in which we have a body with center at A and the coordinates of A is say xy. What does it mean that coordinates of A is xy? That means this body is in x unit in x direction and has moved y unit in vertical direction. That means this body has moved x unit in horizontal direction and it has moved y units in vertical direction. Therefore its coordinates are x comma y. Now suppose we apply the translation transformation. That means we say that this body has moved to a new place A dash whose coordinates are x dash y dash. What does it mean? That this body has translated from its original position A with having coordinates x comma y to a new position A dash having coordinates x dash comma y dash. That means it has moved x dash distance in horizontal direction and has moved y dash distance in vertical direction. That means the coordinates of the new position is now x dash y dash while we are concentrating ourselves to 2 dimensions. So it means that it has translated tx units in say x direction. That means the distance x to x dash is tx, and similarly it has traveled a distance ty, that is translation unit in y direction, that is from y to y dash it has traveled a distance ty. So we can say, as from the figure it is very clear, that from the origin till x dash the distance will be x plus tx. That means the coordinates of final position, that is x dash, will be x plus tx, or we can say original coordinate plus the transformation in x direction. Similarly the coordinates of y dash, this y dash will be y plus ty, that is ty and tx are the translation in x and y direction respectively. What I mean to say is, let's see. Let initial coordinates of point A be x and y. Very clear. After translation from A to A dash, final coordinates, that is A dash, will be x dash and y dash. Therefore from this figure we can say that x dash is equals to x plus tx and y dash is equals to y plus ty. So this tx and ty are distance moved in x and y direction respectively. Hope it is very clear. Now this particular equation, that is equation x dash equals to x plus tx and y dash equals to y plus ty, in terms of matrix also can be written. So I am repeating it again. So let initial coordinates of the point A be x and y. After translation from A to A dash, final coordinates, that is A dash, will be x dash and y dash. Therefore from figure x dash will be x plus tx as it is mentioned, and y dash will be y plus ty. Hope you are understanding what I mean to say, that from here the distance y dash will be y plus this ty. Now tx and ty are distance moved in x and y direction respectively. So these two equations can be written in matrix form as, you can also write these equations. Suppose if I am giving you the row matrix x dash y dash 1 having one row and 3 columns, so it will be equals to x y 1. How can we convert this to this, that is x dash to x plus tx, by multiplying it with the 3 by 3 matrix, which will give us the translation transformation. How? In multiplying of two matrix, what we do is we multiply the row with the column. So multiplying this row with this column will give x into 1 x, y into 0 0, plus 1 into tx, that is x plus tx, and this into this will give the value of this. So x dash will be equals to x plus tx. Similarly, this y dash will be this row into second column, that is x into 0 0, y into 1 y plus 1 into ty, that is y dash is equals to y plus ty, and 1 is equals to 1 into x into 0, y into 0, 1 into 1. So finally it is basically 1 is taken because of the truncation matrix, that you will be understanding when you will be going it with analysis in different topics. So this is the translation transformation matrix in 2 dimension for geometrical transformation, which is a translation type. So this particular matrix, that is 1 0 0 0 1 0 tx ty 1, is the translation transform matrix in 2 dimension. Hope it is very clear. What you do is you keep, while checking the coordinates, suppose you are given with the initial coordinates xy and you want the final coordinates x dash y dash, so put the values here, put the transformations here, and you will get the values of the new coordinates. Suppose if instead of this z direction is also induced, then equation becomes x dash equals to x plus tx, y dash equals to y plus ty, and z dash equals to z plus tz. In that case, the matrix will be, here x dash y dash z dash are the new coordinates after translation, and x y z are the old coordinates before translation, and tx ty tz are the distance moved to be translated in x, y and z direction respectively. So if you want to make the matrix, it will be x dash y dash z dash 1 will be equals to x y z 1 into this translation matrix, that is 1 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1 1 0 tx ty tz 1. So this 4 by 4 matrix will give you the translation transformation matrix having 3 mutually perpendicular coordinates in 3 mutually perpendicular directions, that is when it is in 3 dimensions. Hope it is very clear. Now for your convenience or for your learning, let me give you one small problem. Suppose you can write it down also. The initial coordinates of the triangle ABC are 5, 5, B 9, 5 and C 7, 7. If the translation of the triangle in x direction is 5 units, that is tx is given, and in y direction is 3 units, find the new coordinates of triangle ABC after translation. Hope you understand. That means this A, B and C are the initial coordinates of point A, B and C. So for first you will take point A, you will apply translation x in x direction as 5 units, in y direction as 3 units, then you will take B, then C. Let me give you the hint also. That is x dash y dash 1 will be equals to x, this is not x dash y dash, this is x1, this is x, y and 1 into, sorry, this is not x dash y dash 1, this is x, y and 1. Let us correct also, otherwise you will face problem. So the problem is clear. Hint is x dash y dash 1 is equals to, again let me correct, so sorry for the inconvenience, but hope you are clear with the concept. So hint is final coordinates, that is x dash y dash 1 matrix is equals to x y1 into 1 0 0 0 1 0 tx ty 1. This tx is 5, ty is 3 in all the cases, whereas you need to find x dash y dash for point A keeping 5 5 as xy, then for point B keeping 9 and 5 as xy, and then for C keeping 7 7. In all the cases this will be same, and you will get the values of x dash and y dash. Hope you understand. Okay, thank you so much, and we will be continuing with other transformation, that is the scaling transformation and shear transformation and the other transformations in the next lectures. Thank you so much.